Welcome to yoga on this Saturday morning, March 26th. For the next hour or so, we're going to focus on breathing and relaxing and connecting our movement to our breath. So make this your very own practice. If you want to just lie still for a whole hour, that is perfectly fine as well. So let's make it all about you. We're going to start with some relaxation, so let's go down onto our backs. We're going to let our arms rest at our sides, palms open, face to the sky. Close your eyes and start to breathe deeply in through your nose, expanding belly, back, and rib cage as you inhale. And then exhaling out through your nose, feeling that same area of your body contract and empty. Let's guide our breath into our face and feel it relax, relaxing our eyes, relaxing our jaw, relaxing those muscles in your neck. And then let's guide our breath into our arms and breathe from our shoulders out through those fingertips. Feel the air flow right down the length of your arms. Next, let's bring our breath and awareness into our legs, and we're going to breathe from our hips all the way down to the tips of our toes. From there, we're guiding our breath into our spine, and let's visualize it entering the top of our head, moving down the length of the spine in between each segment of our spine, and then feeling it exit out the tailbone. Let's inhale, arms skyward. Exhale behind you and stretch out through your fingers, push out through your heels. And then feel your body go soft. Lift the arms back up and return them to your sides. From there, let's bring our left knee close to the body. Give it a good hug. And we'll flex and point our left foot. Let's roll the ankle around, lead with your big toe. And then let's reverse that. Allow your foot to rest. And then we'll switch sides. Bring the other knee in nice and close to your body, flexing and pointing. Roll the ankle around. And then go the other way. And then just let your foot rest. Now let's bring both knees in nice and close. We're going to give ourselves a hug. Keeping our shoulders restful on the mat. Let's rock a few times side to side. Massage either side of your spine. Come back to neutral and then let's circle our knees around. Massaging through lower back. And then we'll go the other way. And then just hug knees in nice and close to your body. Tighten the belly, press through the back of your ribs. Round up, nose towards knees, chin towards chest. And let's release back down. Try again, tighten the belly, round up, nose to knees, chin to chest. And release back down. Now separate the knees while your big toes remain touching and point one knee out over each shoulder. Let's rock a few times while we're here. And then come back to neutral center. And start widening the knees, pressing the soles of your feet close together. Heels pulling towards your bottom. Breathing into inner thighs and outer hips. And then let's bring knees back in. Once again, a nice strong hug. Tighten the belly, press through the back of your rib cage. Round up, nose towards knees. And then as we exhale, let's roll all the way up. Once we've made it upright, we can sit in a Taylor style position. Allow your palms to open, face to the sky. Feel your shoulders fall away from your ears. And feel the top of your head being drawn towards the sky. Let your chin drop to your chest. Let's breathe into the back of our neck. And then as we inhale, lift the head, tip back, open your throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open your throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, tip back, open your throat. And then just bring yourself back to that neutral position. Begin to turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Come back through neutral and turn to look left. Again through neutral and we turn to look right. Come back through neutral and turn to look left. And then return to that neutral place. Next, let's press our hands together at heart center. Lace all of our fingers and then push the palms away from the body. Press up towards the sky with those palms. And then let your chin drop to your chest. Bring the head back to neutral. And while we're still pressing up with the palms, let's lean to our right. Come back up towards the sky and lean to your left. Press back to the sky and then let the arms come forward and feel that deep stretch across upper back and back of shoulders. Turn your palms to face you and imagine that you're holding a large ball in front of your body. And while you're hugging that ball, start tightening the belly as you rotate at the waist to your right. Come back through center. And again, tightening the belly, rotate off to your left. And then come back to that neutral center. As we inhale, let's open the arms wide, palms to the sky. And then exhale, scoop the belly and round your back, back of hands meet. Inhale, wide open. Exhale, round. Once more, inhale, wide. And exhale, round. Then let your fingertips float down, let your head drop, let your shoulders round. And then we're going to slowly roll back up one segment at a time. Once we've made it back up, return to that tall seated position. Let's take one more inhale while we're here. Exhale as everything softens and we're ready to transition to hands and knees. Positioning ourselves so our shoulders are over our wrists, our hips are over our knees, tops of the feet on the mat. Fingers wide spread, hands turned in slightly. And press down through your second, third, and fourth knuckles on each hand. So these are foundational hands. Whenever we're bearing weight into our hands, this is our positioning. From there, we're going to inhale, sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart. Exhale, scoop the belly and round that spine for cat. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, round cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. Make your way back to that neutral place. Let's extend through the heel of your right foot and then reach the left arm forward, turning that palm towards the sky, spinal balance. Exhale back down and we'll switch. Left leg, right arm extends, right palm to the sky. Exhale back down, switch, extend, reach. Exhale, lower down, extend, reach. And then just return to that all fours position. From there, big toes come closer, knees separate a bit. Push your tailbone back. Let your chest drop through your knees. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Turning your palms more towards the sky. Reach those fingers towards the end of your mat. Feel that stretch going all the way down the sides of your body and the length of your spine. Flip the palms back over, foundational hands, tuck the toes. We make our way up into downward facing dog. Letting your head drop to extended arms, feeling your ribs pull closer to your thighs. Let's nod the head yes. Shake your head no. And then just let your head relax. Now we're going to walk our dog a few times. So raise each heel individually, pressing it down. Working through the ankles and the feet. And then raise both heels together and let them press back down. From there, let's inhale ourselves into a good strong plank, belly button tight, pushing out through the heels, reaching out to the top of our head. And then exhale back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Once more, inhale, plank, hold. Modify to your knees. Exhale, we're lowering, elbows are opening, chest down, then hips down, tuck elbows in. Lengthen spine, rise into cobra. Exhale, push all the way back, extended child's pose. Reaching back with that tailbone. Foundational hands, we tuck our toes. We're back up into down dog. We inhale ourselves forward into plank. Modify if you'd like, or lower in one piece. Elbows opening on the way down, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise into cobra. Exhale, toes tuck, we're back up into down dog. Inhale to your plank. Exhale as we're lowering. Inhale as we lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, extended child's pose. Pushing back, 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 back. Scoop the belly in, round the spine. Come back up for your cat stretch. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, open your heart for cow. And then we're back to our neutral spine. Let's extend the right leg behind us, pushing out through the heel, reaching the left arm forward once again for spinal balance. And then place the left hand down, and we'll step the right foot forward, placing that foot between the hands. Press down to the top of your left foot. Keep the right knee stationed over your ankle and lift to the sky for Crescent Moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Tuck your left toes as you lift your left knee, bringing you into runner's lunge. Step back with your right foot, return to plank. Press back up into downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rise up into cobra. Exhale, extended child's pose. All the way back with that tailbone. Scoop the belly in, round your spine for cat. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, open your heart, cow. And then we're back to neutral. Extend the left leg, pushing out through the heel, reach forward with that right hand. Set the right hand down, and now let's step the left foot between the hands. Keeping our knees stationed over our ankle, pushing down to the top of your right foot. Extend to the sky, Crescent Moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Go ahead and tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. We're back in our lunge. Now let's step right foot forward. Let your big toes come close, heels apart. And let's slowly roll the body up. Reach high to touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale, extend to the sky. Exhale, fold the body in half. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we rise for cobra. Exhale, the toes tuck, we're back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, folding in half. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, sinking deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes in, heels out, inhale. Rolling up, reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rising cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Now let your arms hang long at your sides, palms facing forward. Standing mountain pose. Feel your fingertips reaching towards the earth while the top of your head is drawn towards the sky. Feeling our foundational feet. Breathe. Let's inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold the body in half. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, sink deeper and cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands. Form a frame with your arms and let your head drop within that frame. Let your rib cage rest on your thighs, and maybe that means you have to bend your knees. That's perfectly fine. Let's release those fingers to the mat. Take a giant step back with our right foot, returning us to runner's lunge. Once you've established your lunge, we're going to push the left heel down, or the right heel down, turn your right toes out, and align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Lifting up, we want our hip bones facing forward, our shoulders are square over those hips, and then we can add the arms, framing our ears for warrior one. Let's open the arms wide as we open the heart, open the throat. And then as we inhale, neutralize the spine. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, bringing your rib cage close to that front thigh for warrior airplane. Let's release our hands to the mat. Return to the ball of your right foot for runner's lunge. Step the left foot back. Hold your plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank, and exhale, down dog. Right foot steps forward, left foot steps forward, toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale again, extend, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Again, cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands, forming that frame for your head, and letting your ribs rest against your thighs. Let your fingers return to the mat. Take that giant step back with left foot, establishing your lunge, and then pushing the left heel down, turning your left toes out. Align your right heel with the back of your left heel and begin to lift upper body. Hip bones remain forward, shoulders remain stacked over hips. Add your arms to the sky. Warrior one. Open your arms as you open your heart, open your throat. And then inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Rib comes closer to your front thigh for your airplane. Exhaling our hands to the mat. Return to the ball of your left foot. Send your right foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, toes are tucked. Downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, roll the body up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Let's take the right leg, extend it behind us, hip level. Position your hands so they form a tripod with your left foot. And that could be tripod balance, or you could choose to align your left thumb with your left pinky toe. Open that right hip as you open your right arm, and that becomes our half moon balance. As we exhale, let's bring the right hand down if it is lifted. And then we're going to step way back with our right foot, bending the left knee, returning us to our lunge. And that will allow us to walk ourselves around into a straddle, so we end up facing the long edge of our mat. Adjust your feet so your toes are pointed in slightly or straight ahead. Hands directly under shoulders. You can keep the knees as bent as you need to. Then there's that big inhale to look out. And as we exhale, we're going to melt. And we're going to see if we can get our forearms closer to the mat while we're just letting the head drop. Let's shake that head no a few times. And then just let it hang out. Go ahead and push through your palms so your arms get straighter and straighter. And then try raising your heels so you end up on your big toe knuckle and just hold that stretch. Push the heels all the way down. Try to spread your toes a little bit wider. And again, raise your heels. And then we'll press the heels back down. From there, begin to walk yourself around so that you're facing your right foot, which is going to be the back end of your mat. Once you've made it around, you're on the ball of your left foot. There's your runner's lunge. And then start lifting upper body, bringing you into high lunge. And then if you add your arms reaching to the sky, there's crescent lunge. Let the arms come forward to about shoulder level, palms facing the sky. And then start to straighten that right leg as you're pushing your left heel into the mat. Open your arms wide and revolve yourself. So now we're back to facing the wide edge of our mat, but we're in 5-pointed star. So check that you've got those feet a little wider than your hips, toes in, heels out. Fingertips are just stretching far, far away from the center of your body. Breathing into all that space. Let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, brush to the floor with your fingers, and then inhale back up for our sunflowers. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, brushing the floor, and then inhale back up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward, fingertips brush the earth. Inhale back up to the sky, and then just let the arms open. So we're back in 5-pointed star. Again, feeling all that lengthening taking place across your chest. Let's turn our left toes to the front end of our mat and align our left heel with our right arch this time. Once you've got your stance, begin to bend the left knee. Let it find its place out over your ankle without pushing past your toes. And we want to feel that place where our body weight is centered equally into both feet. From there, start extending that left arm a little bit further forward. Now lift the left as you lower your right. Turning your left palm towards the sky. Press the heel of your left hand all the way up. And feel the stretch now going up the side of your ribs. No tension in the shoulder, no tension in the neck. And then from there, begin to pull your left leg straighter and straighter without locking. And there's reverse triangle. Now we're ready to bring our arms back to shoulder level. And there's our start position. And when we start to build our triangle, imagine that you're doing it while being pressed between two panes of glass. We start to pull the right hip right, and then we're going to start reaching that left arm away from our right hip. And once we can't go any farther in either direction, that's when we can lower the left hand and extend the right arm towards the sky. You want to feel lots of open space, no tension in the shoulder or the neck area. And we're not concerned about where we're placing that left hand. as long as we're keeping your body open and flat. Let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, start to bend that left knee. And that simply brings us into extended angle. And you can either be reaching down to the floor with your left hand, or you could be resting your left forearm on your thigh. And I take one more inhale. On our exhale, begin to revolve the upper body. Let your hands return to the mat. Lift onto the ball of your right foot so you're back in your lunge. And then we're going to keep the right hand down. Inhale your left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at your waist. And there's our twisting lunge. Exhale, bring that hand back down. Send your left foot back. Hold your plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rising up into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. Now you can stay in plank or you can insert a push-up. And then once you're back up in your plank, lift the right foot not too high. And we're going to press back, extending that right heel towards the sky for three-legged dog. Now send the right foot through the hands, bringing us back into our lunge. We'll step our left foot forward so our toes are close and our heels are out. And then start to bend your knees like you're going to sit down in a tiny chair. And while you're bending those knees, start pulling them closer together. Lift your ribs away from your thighs. Add your arms alongside your ears. And there's your chair pose. Inhale, let's rise out of our chair. And then exhale, let your hands come to your heart. Inhale again, extend to the sky. Exhale, fold the body forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Now let's take the left leg, extend it behind us, hip level. Push out through the heel of your left foot while your hands form a tripod with your right foot. And there's tripod balance. We can stay that way or align our right thumb with our right pinky toe. Start to roll your left hip open and then reach that left arm to the sky, creating half moon balance. As we exhale, bring the hand down if it's lifted. Take a giant step back with your left foot, returning us to our lunge. And then from there, we can walk ourselves around to form wide straddle, which has us facing the other side of our mat. Once you're in position, we want to turn those toes in slightly. Hands positioned under the shoulders. Knees can be as soft as we need them to be. Let's inhale into our flat back. And then exhale, see if you can melt a little deeper down. And let's nod our head yes this time. And then just let it hang out there. From there, we're going to push down into the palms so the arms get straighter. And now I want you to bend your knees like you're trying to pull your tailbone to the mat. So it's just a really wide squat that we're just going to hang out here and breathe. And then start pushing your legs straight. So we're back up where we started. And let's try that again. So bending the knees, pulling that tailbone down. And then we'll push our legs straight. And then from there, we're ready to walk ourselves around to face our right foot, our left foot now, which is at the back of our mat. And you're going to start to lift up into your lunge. And then lift up into high lunge. And then if you want to, add your arms to the sky for crescent lunge. Let's lower the arms in front, palms facing up, they're shoulder level. Start to pull that left leg straight as you push the right heel down. Open your arms wide, and then let's revolve. So we end up facing that wide edge of our mat again, bringing us into five-pointed star. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees. Fold forward, brushing the earth, and then inhale, returning to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees. Brush the earth, and inhale to the sky. Again, exhale, bend the knees. Brushing the earth, and then inhale to the sky. From there, let's place the palms together and bring them right at heart center. And really create some resistance. So press as hard as you can, one hand against the other. And then let's reopen the arms so we're back in our five-pointed star. Now we're ready to turn our right toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch, keeping that body open and flat. Bend the right knee. Now remember, your feet are not cemented to your mat, so adjust where you need to until you can feel that you're perfectly centered. Lots of power in Warrior Two. Breathing into that open space. Good, now start to extend the right arm a little farther forward. As it's lifting up, the left arm lowers. Turn your right palm to the sky. And breathe all the way up the side of your ribs. And then from there, start to pull the right leg straight without locking it out. And there's our reverse triangle. And let's bring our arms back to shoulder level. So we return to our starting position. Moving into triangle pose, we want to imagine that we're being pressed between two panes of glass, which means we're staying very open and very flat. Our left hip starts pulling left, and then our right arm is going to stretch away from the left hip. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, go ahead and send the left hand down and feel those right fingers reaching towards the sky. Breathing away any tightness that you're feeling in your shoulder or your neck. Feel nothing but open space. We'll take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's start bending the right knee. We can either place our right forearm on our thigh or reach the right hand to the mat. There's our extended angle pose. Now as we exhale, let's revolve the upper body. Let your hands come to the mat, lift to the ball of your left foot. So we've got our good sturdy lunge. We're going to keep the left hand down, but inhale, right arm to the side, and exhale, revolve at the waist for twisting lunge. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Send your right foot back. Hold your plank. Exhale, lowering elbows wide. Chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. Feel free to stay there, or you can insert a push-up. And then we all lift our left foot not too high. And then we start pushing the left heel towards the sky, pressing the right heel down, and there's our three-legged dog. Let's step the left foot through the hands. Right foot forward as well. Toes are in, heels are out. Start bending your knees, and as you're doing that, you're going to pull your knees closer and closer together. Lift your ribs away from your thighs. Add those arms alongside your ears for chair pose. And then inhale, let's rise from our chair. Exhale, hands come to the heart. And then they can return to our sides. bringing us into mountain pose. So now we're going to find a focal point for our eyes, and we're going to fixate on that spot. We're going to feel our belly button hold tight against our spine. And begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Place your left heel against your right ankle bone, and then let your hands press at your heart. When you feel ready, you can lift your toes off the floor, and you can place that foot anywhere against the standing leg as long as you're not pushing your heel against the side of your knee. And then if you wish, you could grow the branches of your tree. Let the arms open wide and let them float all the way down. And then take the foot that's lifted and just cross it over the other foot. So now we've got our ankles crossed. Really opening, lifting the heart. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. If you need to, you can put your hands on your thighs to help you melt all the way down and just go down as far as you can. And then while we're there, let's go ahead and uncross. Toes and heels out, and we're going to roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And then let your arms return to your sides. So again, we've got that focal point for the eyes. And feel our belly button tightening as we begin to shift our weight into our left foot this time. Placing our right heel against our left ankle bone, and then letting your hands come to heart center. When ready, you can lift your toes. You can place that foot anywhere against that standing leg without pressing your heel against the side of your knee. And if you wish, grow those branches of your tree. And let the branches open. They can come all the way down. And then take the lifted foot and cross your ankles. Both feet on the mat. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Melting down where you can go. Using your hands on your thighs if you need to. And breathe. And then while we're down there, let's go ahead and uncross. And we'll step back with our right foot and then our left foot. And there's our plank. Once we're in plank, we want to keep our right shoulder over that right wrist. And let's turn to the side for side plank. You can modify to the side of your right knee if you'd like. Feel like you're being pulled towards the sky and not sinking down into your shoulder. Let's bring ourselves back around into your full plank. Lift the right foot not too high, and then see about lowering with your elbows opening, chest down, hips down. Touch the toes down. Inhale, rise up into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Let's go back up into down dog. Inhale, let's return to plank. And this time we've got left shoulder over left wrist. Opening for side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Exhale, come back around into your full plank. Lift that left foot, not too high. And then we're going to lower, elbows open, chest down, hips down, toes touch down. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, extended child's pose. Stretching all the way back. Let's take the left arm, pass it through the right armpit so your shoulder melts into the mat. Bring that arm out and we'll switch. And then bring that arm out and just stretch a little further. Foundational hands, scoop the belly in, round the spine, come up for your cat. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. And then return to neutral. And let's extend the right leg behind us, push out through the right heel. Add the left arm forward for spinal balance. And then see if you can lift that left foot off the mat so it's not helping you balance. Go ahead and bring left hand and left foot down, and then we're going to step the right foot forward. And let's place both hands to the inside of that right foot. Once there, think about pulling the top of your left thigh towards the mat. And we want to make sure the right knee doesn't protrude out past our toes. And then we can melt down a little further, seeing how close we can get with our forearms to the mat. So we should feel a really good stretch in the back of our right thigh and the front of our left thigh. And then see if you can start pulling the right knee away from the body so you're more or less on the outer edge of your right foot. And that's going to take it even more into that outside hip. And then we'll bring the knee upright once again and go ahead and walk your hands back in. Once you're more upright, let's lift up our body and go back into Crescent Moon. And then let your hands press together at heart center. Stay tall in the waist. Inhale as you begin to rotate at the waist to your right. And then exhale, tuck that left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Take one more inhale. Exhale as we untwist and return our hands to the mat. Bring the right knee back, return to your all fours position. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, scoop and round, round, round for cat. And then make your way back to neutral. Now we're ready to extend our left leg behind us, push out through the left heel. Reach the right arm forward, palm to the sky, spinal balance. And then try lifting that right foot so it's not helping you balance. Bring the right hand and foot back down, and we'll step our left foot forward. Positioning our knee over our ankle. Both hands go to the inside of your left foot, and then begin to pull the top of your right thigh closer to the mat. And ease yourself down to where your body allows you to go. Making sure that we're not feeling our knee pushing out past our toes. But we got a really good stretch going on the back of our left thigh and the front of our right thigh. And then start to pull the left knee out away from your body so you're on the outer edge of your left foot. And that should definitely deepen the stretch. Let's bring our knee back to neutral. Go ahead and walk your hands back in. Once you're upright, let's start lifting, lifting, lifting to the sky into Crescent Moon. And then let your hands press at your heart. Take a big inhale as you start rotating towards your left shoulder. And then exhale, tuck the right elbow outside that left thigh. One more inhale as we are. Exhale, untwist, and let your hands return to the mat. Let's bring the knee back so we're again on all fours, sinking our navel, lifting our tailbone, lifting our head for cow. Exhale, rounding, rounding, rounding for cat. And then let's return to neutral spine. Easing down onto your forearms, we're going to keep our shoulders over our elbows, and then let's walk our feet back. So we move into forearm plank. Belly button's holding tight so we're not feeling any strain in the lower back. Want to keep those butt cheeks relaxed though. Keep the blood flowing from the top of your head all the way down through those heels. And then from there, let's melt the knees down, melt the tops of the feet down, and then melt the rest of your body, resting your forehead on the back of your hands. Let's extend the left arm straight out and then roll onto your left side. So once you're on your left side, we're going to bend the right knee. Think about getting your heel up close to your buttocks. Grab hold of your foot, your ankle, your pant leg, whatever you might be able to reach. And breathe into the front of that thigh. Now see if you can remain holding whatever you've got a hold of and roll back onto your belly. Once you're back onto your belly, stretch a little bit farther with that left arm and then try lifting that right thigh and left arm. One-legged bow. Exhale, melt into your mat. Go ahead and stretch out arms and legs as long as straight as you can. And then from there, we're going to roll onto our right side and do the same thing. So once you've got yourself on your side, bend the left knee, pull your heel up as close to your bottom as you can, keeping your knees rather close together, and just breathe into that front thigh. Stay attached if you can and roll back onto your belly. Reach a little farther with that right arm. Try lifting that right arm and that left thigh. And then sink back down and stretch everything really, 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 really straight. Keep stretching and lengthening, and then see if you can lift both arms and both legs off the mat at the same time. Open your arms wide, and then see about pressing your palms on the outside of your thighs, really reaching out through the tips of your toes and the top of your head. And then melt all the way down. Let's place hands under shoulders, tuck elbows in close, press through tops of feet and hip bones, lengthen your spine and begin to rise into Cobra. And then take your time as you push all the way back, letting that tailbone meet your heels, dropping the chest down between the knees, forehead is on the mat. And then we're turning our palms more skyward, really feeling that deep stretch. From there, we'll bring our hands closer to our knees so we can lift up the upper body and then bring yourself around and have a seat. Let's start with our legs out and straight in front of us. Push out through the heels of your feet. Place your hands on either side of your hips. And then start to walk those fingertips forward. While that's happening, push back to the tailbone. And we want to think about belly button first, then the ribs. And then finally would be your head. So we're just looking for length. And then we can slowly come back up. Once we're up, let's keep the left leg straight but bend the right knee. So just slide your foot in closer to your body. Once there, we're going to wrap the left arm around the bent right leg. Inhale a little taller and straighter. Exhale, rotate at the waist. So we're looking out over that right shoulder. And then slip the back of your right hand behind you. See if you can get it to the outside of your left hip. Now as we exhale, let's untwist. And I want you to take that left leg and bend it. You're going to sit on your left hip and then just step the right foot across the bent left knee. You've got these little pretzel legs. All right, once you've got yourself in position, your body weight's pretty centered into your hips, stretch your arms out wide. And then start to bring them closer and closer together. Let's pass the right elbow under the left elbow, and then bend your arms and let your palms or the backs of your hands meet, and that becomes eagle arms. Let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, we can untwist the arms, let them re-extend open nice and wide, and then they can float down. Once they're down, we're gonna unpretzel our legs. Let's stretch them both out straight once again. Place your hands on either side of your hips and walking the hands forward, pushing back to the tailbone, lengthening the spine as we melt down. And then we're ready to inhale, come back up. Once we're up, let's keep the right leg straight this time. Bend the left knee by just sliding that heel in close to the body. Sitting up upright, we're gonna wrap our right arm around that left leg. Inhale a little taller and straighter. Exhale, rotating at the waist so that we're turning to look over our shoulder. And then see if you can take your left hand, pass it around behind you, so the back of your hand presses against your right hip. Exhale, let's untwist. And then let's take the left leg and just step it across the right leg. Once it's stepped across, bend the right knee. And we're back into those little pretzel legs. So we want to get our body weight centered, so we're not leaning off onto one hip. And then let's extend the arms nice and wide. From there, start bringing the arms closer and closer together. We're going to place the left elbow in the crease of the right elbow, bending the elbows, backs of your hands or palms can meet together. And then while we're in our eagle arms, think about keeping those elbows shoulder level. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's untwist. And then stretch the arms out wider and wider. Let the fingertips float down. And then we can go ahead and unpretzel the legs. And once again, stretch them out nice and straight. Hands on either side of our hips. Our fingers do the walking as we're pushing back through the tailbone, lengthening our spine as we fold forward. And then we can inhale and slowly come back up. Whew. And then once we're up, let's bend the knees. Place our hands behind our thighs. I want you to really feel that belly button tightening so that we're going to keep our back super straight and then find your balance on your tailbone. When you feel ready, you can begin to extend your legs. Don't worry about getting them all the way straight. Focus on keeping your back straight. And then when you feel ready, see if you can add some arms to the sky. And begin to open like somebody has a big iron and they're ironing you from the center of your body out. So once we've made it all the way down to the mat, we can stretch even farther with our heels and our fingertips. And then we're going to feel the body get nice and soft. Float the arms back up and let them rest at your sides, palms open to the sky. Let's rebend the knees, placing the feet flat on the floor. Turn those toes in slightly, heels out slightly. Feet are spaced about hips distance apart, but keep enough space between your buttocks and your heels so that when we begin lifting up into bridge, we're activating the gluteals and the hamstrings, and we're not feeling pressure in the quads or the knees, and we're not feeling any weight bearing into the neck. Raise your arms towards the sky. And then slowly start melting back down, one segment at a time. Once the spine is made it all the way back down, I'm going to bring those knees in super close to the body. There's that good stretch down the length of your spine into those gluteals. Circle the knees around and around. And then let's go the other way. And again, just hug them in nice and close. Let's rest the feet down on the mat. Stretch your arms out wide like the letter T. And then let's take the right leg and simply cross it over the left leg like you're sitting with your legs crossed. Now start dropping your knees to the left. And we're going to let them keep going and going and going as far as they can go without lifting that right shoulder. And then let's bring our knees back to neutral. You can uncross and then recross with the left leg over the right leg. Same thing, they're going to start to slowly drop off to the right. I'm just going to let them go as far as they can without feeling our left shoulder lift. And then we'll bring our knees back up. And then once we're up, let's uncross. And let your arms come closer to your body. Bring the knees back into your chest. And then use your hands to separate the knees. Keep opening them wider and wider until you get the soles of your feet to meet. Pulling those heels towards your body. And we're back in our lying fan. And then see about holding onto the outer edges of your feet as you separate your feet. Knees stay bent, but you're going to push flat feet towards the sky and pull down with your hands. And then try extending the legs straighter and opening them wider and wider for lying fan. Continue to stretch those legs straighter and straighter. Push out through your heels, but now start to bring them together. So we're going to press those heels right up to the ceiling. Think about pulling your toes over your head. And then we're going to release one leg slowly so it floats all the way down. Once you feel it's made contact with the earth, go ahead and let the other leg float all the way down. And then once that leg is down as well, arms at our sides, palms facing open to the sky. I want you to tighten just your legs, so think about stretching from your hips to your heels. The rest of your body is soft. Now let your legs go completely limp. And let's do the same with the arms. So we're going to stretch the arms from shoulders to fingertips. And then we're going to let the arms go soft. And we're just going to let that body melt into the mat. Guide your breath around the body, seeking out any spots that remain tense or tight, or areas of the body that give you some kind of chronic issue. Spend some time breathing into those spots. Wherever there is a human in need, there is an opportunity for kindness and to make a difference. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts and make a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, with a grateful heart, and with a hopeful heart, spreading random acts of kindness wherever we can. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united. We are the same. We are one. Namaste.
Namaste.